Welcome into Westminster College for the girls lacrosse 6A semifinal as the top-seeded Skyridge Falcons prepare to host the 5th-seeded Syracuse Titans. Thank you for joining us, everyone. My name is Dane Stewart. Please be joined by Kenzie Christiansen. Kenzie, Skyridge, 16-1 overall. Their only loss on the year.
Park City.
Coming to Park City, right, to start the year. They've been unreal since then. The Buchner sisters, 75, 67 goals respectively. It's a high-flying offense. They score a bunch of points. Coach Colin Gill has himself a really good squad.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a strong fight. Syracuse fought hard against Davis, and they're going to show up today and do their best, that's for sure. Skyridge is favored to win this game because of the Buchner Sixers and some strong defenders. But, Brooklyn's going to come and do her best at draw, hopefully win the draw and get some points on the goals.
Well, you talk about, Brooklyn Settlemyer for Syracuse, and you talk about the big win over Davis. We were there. It was an impressive outing. There's a lot of pieces to that, but Brooklyn Settlemyer just having an average season, 116 goals.
Yeah,
it does surpass 115 from last year. But look, if Syracuse wins this game, she's going to have to be dominative from the draw. We'll get into that as the game goes on. But Gabby Fessler is going to have her best game in net for Syracuse.
Yes. And she's a phenomenal goalie. I mean, she caught that one at Davis in her armpit. So more of that needs to happen.
She played spectacular against Davis. And, she's going to have to do that again. Brooklyn Settlemyer is taking the draws. And there's a storyline here. We did the game at Davis, and it was Rylan Johnson, the sophomore, who got hurt in the second half of that. They announced her in the starting lineup. I don't see her on the field.
I don't think she's going to step out. I hope not. She has a sprained ACL.
That's a big storyline. She does a lot of things for them as that shot was just wide. Fessler has it now. And we'll have to keep an eye on whether we see 15. Here is Settlemyer for Syracuse. She tries to bring it up the field here against Skyridge.
I mean, she can take some pressure.
Great idea to dump that off to Hamlin in front. Just couldn't connect. Starting goalie today for Skyridge will be Eliza White. .439 save percentage for the number 1 ranked Skyridge Falcons. We talked about Fessler for Syracuse. Here comes Tiger Parkin for the Falcons. Want to let you know the clock you see on your screen, unofficial. We do our best to keep that synchronized with the clock here on the scoreboard, the official time here at Dumke Field. Times we'll see us start early, start late, just to keep it synced. Skyridge trying to get into an offensive set here as Parkin still with it. Parkin, a sophomore, looking to hand that off here with Cameron Ludlow.
I mean, if you're watching defense, they are staying high and tight on all attackers.
This is Parkin. Trying to work around. Good
nice
defense
switch,
here by
nice
Syracuse.
Switch.
And look, this is a Syracuse team that really made Davis uncomfortable offensively and trying to do the same here against the Falcons.
Yep. Fall down. Picked up by Malia.
Malia had a great game in that semifinal.
Yes.
To help lift Syracuse past the darts. As back on it here is Keely Thompson for Skyridge. Thompson, she's got a burst of speed here through the middle. Thompson in front, off the pipe.
Off pipe, okay.
So this Syracuse defense able to handle the first couple moments of Skyridge opportunity there.
Hamlin's got it. She's got to find some speed to get past these 3 defenders. Oh, a little high.
Looking over there for J.C. Page. This feels like a slower turf field. There's opportunities to save some of those possessions.
Mm-hmm. I think Skyridge is just playing smart, playing steady. And Syracuse is, like I said, going to do their very best throughout it all.
Cooper has pressure all around her. Now it's Settlemyer. Yeah.
Charge, yep.
A good call.
Getting picked up by Brooklyn.
I thought Cooper did kind of lower, initiate contact. Here comes Syracuse.
She sure did.
Over with Hanson, Malia. Tess Allen trying to get on it for the Titans. Over pursued it. Good support by Paige. Paige really sealed off there by Ravana Buchner. We talked about her as a part of our open. Ravana with it now.
Oh, River. Okay.
Did she go by River?
Yeah. I was like, I didn't know who that name was. Yeah, it's River.
Here's low move. Looking over. Another save by Fessler.
She's probably going to be their saving grace today, literally.
I thought she was going to have to be, right? I mean, sometimes you need your goalies, your defense to stand on their head. And yeah, here is River with it.
I see.
River still surveying here. Paige defending. As Ludlow will come over. Never mind. A lot of room here for River.
I mean, while River has possession, I was told that she is a great computer hacker. Just a fun fact.
Working in front. And the first goal coming for Skyridge. River able to find Brooklyn Gibson for her 30th of the year. 1-0 Skyridge.
Skyridge goal. Brooklyn Gibson.
So fun fact about Brooklyn, since she just made that goal, her nickname is Vacuum, the Vacuum. Don't know the story behind that, but I thought it was kind of interesting.
Maybe because she cleans up plays with goals?
Maybe that's it.
1-0 Skyridge. Back to the face-off.
Who's going to win this draw? Oh, Brooklyn looks like she might be ahead. Nice, Brooklyn. Was able to pick that up.
I still don't know that Brooklyn has a shot on net yet. Change that.
Shooting space.
Boy, and it ended up in the net.
It did. Yeah, she shot low and was able to skid that across. She gets another opportunity. She's made plenty of her 8-meter free position shots. She just made that one there. Let's see if she can plant it again.
Here's Suttlemeyer. Oh, she'll switch it up here. I like this.
Shot wide.
Look, you got leading scorer in the state. Straight away. Fire away. Brooklyn with it here.
I mean, she's going to play it smart. She's not a selfish player. She'll look for her teammates. If they're open, she'll sell it.
She's the team's leading assist getter. So to your point, does more than just score it. Brooklyn.
Horizontal should begin the first inside.
I love how aggressive she's being.
Oh, yeah, but she's playing smart with it. Like, she's not doing risky things.
Yep.
I don't think, at least.
Second hash. Look at him take away that middle. Nice job by River.
I don't know if she signed shooting space or hold. But a call has been played. Or a foul has been called on the play.
Again.
Third time.
Shot. Captured. Good work by White.
Nice.
Plucked out of the air there by Visser.
Yeah, I mean, if you saw, Skyridge, she did a little head nod trying to pull her attacker a certain way, and Syracuse was just able to intercept there.
Merrill had that knocked away, but Syracuse they had it, as that was deflected by Gibson. Here's Brooklyn Gibson coming up the field with the Falcons.
I mean, something smart that Syracuse is doing is their defense is dropping fast, waiting for Skyridge to come to them. Like, letting them pass around, that's great, but they have those backers waiting down on defense.
Here's River again. Working in front. Haven Buchner just missed it.
Yeah, that was a BTB just a little bit wide. Getting picked back up by, is that Haven? Yeah.
That was lost. Good idea to try to get it to Ludlow.
I think alternate possession. It's being called.
In with Buechner.
The Haven's got it back. She will feel pressure. Yep.
Nice move, just missed it wide.
Yeah,
Back to the game.
that was super smart of her. I mean, at least for the body positioning, she stopped. She felt the pressure. She racked it. And I mean, the shot was high, but like the setup was good. Syracuse can't afford to let, cutters go through like that.
River peeling around. Oh, how about the find by River going 5 holds. 2-0 Skyridge.
Skyridge goal, number 8, River Buechner.
Talk about the feel that we've seen from River and Haven, even just in the first 9 minutes. Feeling where the defense is, understanding where the opportunities are, and then attacking them.
I mean, I wish I had a sister I played with in high school because I would challenge her like no tomorrow. And that's exactly what they do for each other. They stack each other on, stats. And just like here, they're using each other as assets. They're a great set of sisters.
Brooklyn Sotomayor is about 578 on the draws this season. Talk about a position that Ryland Johnson has been key for Syracuse. Going to have the injury. We've not seen her play yet today, and so Brooklyn having to step in. This draw taken by River. Hanson trying to stay with her. Boy, Malia just
Staying with. I mean, you can tell Malia's a soccer player with all that foot movement she has had.
How about River? I mean, start to finish.
She was not letting Malia stop her. Malia had some great footwork she was sticking with, but that was River, right? Yeah. Yes, River was able to feel where she's at, get that juking back and forth, got her arms free, shot low, got a beautiful goal.
Back-to-back goals for River, making it 3-0 Skyridge here early. We talked about Syracuse dealing with some injuries, still kind of building a young program here, Coach Sotomayor. Mm-hmm. What do you do to try to get things kind of on pace here for Syracuse?
You got to get your heart into it. This is a team that's played 2 different sets of schedules that are just at 2 different levels. So they just got to bring it with heart and just fight every moment. Syracuse picked it up. Malia.
Here comes Syracuse. Can they get an answer? Hanson through traffic.
Good goal by Malia. I mean, Syracuse stepped in here as the underdogs, and right now they are goals up.
I don't know if you all could hear the response to that goal.
I think they were a little excited.
Titan Nation was thrilled with that. And we talk about Brooklyn Sotomayor, all she does, but with some of the injuries, I mean, other players have to step up. And if that's a player like Hanson, Lauren Fairbanks, who we haven't talked about much yet, but she's been great for Syracuse this year, where's number 4. Mm-hmm. So many different pieces for this Titan roster that can step up while they're kind of shorthanded and having to deal with some injuries and things. So see how that plays out. Big goal there from Malia.
Yeah, they'll play as a team, play as a unit. Nice pickup by River.
Buechner plays wide. Finding way in the middle, and the goal scored here by Kaylee Cooper for Skyridge.
I mean, that was smart placement. I mean, her body was driving forward. She was able to get that lean back a little bit, kind of like an off shoulder, but not really. Just on that goalie's dominant right side.
We talked about Gabby Fessler, 582 save percentage. Said she's going to have to show up big, but man, if Skyridge players are given the ability to get right in front of the cage like that for the last couple goals, it's tough for any goalie to stop.
Yes. And I was incorrect. It was Skyridge is above Syracuse. I said that wrong a moment ago. The S's are screwing me up.
It'll happen more.
Oh,
I
will.
promise.
Yep.
Yeah, I do that all the time.
Strong fight by the Titans.
Controlled by Visser. Fairbanks trying to stay with it. Whistled here.
Push. On the river.
Here come the Falcons. Cooper. Scoring that last goal, her 22nd of the season.
Nice little check off.
Good play there by Hanson.
Malia's going to use her speed to her favor today.
Numbers here for Syracuse. Hanson. Riding up high. Malia kind of sizing it up here. That one lofted.
Mendoza brought it in, passed it over to Brooklyn. Okay, there was a foul on the play. It wasn't about the possession who went out on the shot. There was a foul on the play, and they're pulling that back to the flag.
So Malia will have it here. Coming in, the shot, and the goal scored for Malia Hanson.
Second one for the night.
Malia Hanson for Syracuse.
I mean, you know, we put Skyridge in the favored seat, but I mean, Syracuse is answering pretty well to him.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think, you wonder how much energy, how long can they sustain it? Because even that, I mean, you think about Malia, she came up with it in the defensive zone, ran with it the entire way down, had the start. It was like there's a lot of energy on that play for Malia, who's got their only 2 goals. Like, how much do you have in the tank? Can you do that for
I mean, I think it just
40
gets,
minutes?
those sparks of just adrenaline is what will keep them going. And I mean, this crowd is super, amped up for the Titans.
Settlemyer here not involved in the draw for Syracuse. And
So she is going to
catch
win
it. It was Fairbanks on the draw. Look at all the defense around Brooklyn. 4 Falcons around her. They know who they got to stop today.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
There's Brooklyn. They have not started the clock
Force
here.
through. Oh, going back for Brooklyn. It was a double foul.
Brooklyn coming in.
Oh, just
That hit off the helmet?
Yeah, off top of the head. Lydia picked it up.
Kept here by Merrill. Right in front, Fairbanks the goal! And Syracuse is pulled back to within 1.
I mean, if you want to have a crazy thought, just the assister, Lydia didn't start playing till this past summer. So to see her down here playing such a high-level team and have that assist, like, just think of how much Coach Shuttlemeyer pushes his players to do so good.
It's one of the things when I was talking with him a couple weeks ago, he said, we have so many girls on our roster that are first or second year lacrosse players. We are extremely young in really playing this sport at this level. It's pretty remarkable to consider that they're in a 6A semifinal with that kind of youth on their roster.
Well, they have so much youth on the roster, and also, like, when you look at it, not a lot of the players came from other sports. Like, lacrosse could be is a lot of their first sports. So that just says a lot about who the coaches are.
He's done a great job, and of course, they got swept by Davis in region play. They got kind of revenge in the quarters. Here's Suttlemeyer. That one kind of
Lydia's picking it up.
now peeked out. Merrill has it.
Back to Brooklyn.
How hard is it when you're in one of these moments? You start to feel that momentum, not let that moment or that momentum overtake you, right? Where you get frazzled and quick and sped up, and you get away from your style and what you want to do.
I think you got to just kind of like be in your mind and be like, take a breath. There's still time. I can play my game. And don't let the other team dictate what your game's going to look like. Take your time. Just like Brooklyn is now. I mean, she's chilling with that stick on her shoulder, waiting for her moment. Looks like she's going to burn her.
Coming to the middle, trying for the low shot, just wide.
Hamlin was smart and waited for her to go out.
And she might have to score in some uncustomary ways, right? I mean, even that's like she's kind of having to dig that low shot. You're going to have to look for some other lanes.
I feel like some of Brooklyn's like two, key shots when I think of Brooklyn shots are those low, very controlled shots. Or she shoots as what I was taught called a helicopter, which is coming up top, switching it off shoulder, and shooting it in.
Suttlemeyer again,
Don't
trying to
low
get back.
again. Just wide.
Backed up again.
Hamblin is her saving grace. She's staying back there, picking it up several times for Brooklyn now. Someone's got to take a deep breath. Dangerous contact. That horizontal. Okay, Brooklyn's, had a few times be able to have the opportunity to get, shots off of these 8 meters.
Yeah, yep. There's a false start there. Suttlemeyer.
Nice.
Able to score it. 4 apiece.
That's beautiful. Yeah, we're tied up. And I don't think Skyridge was ready for that. But Brooklyn has had time and time again for goals. And, oh my gosh, these S's. The Falcons have been able to stop them on defense and have amazing saves and goal. But Brooklyn will never stop trying.
The amazing thing with that last one is all the pressure is trying to ride her wide, and she's still able to drop it right over the goalie with very little angle. Impressive goal for the leading goal scorer in the state. 117 for Brooklyn has us tied at 4 apiece in the 6A semifinal. You're watching it live on KSLSports.com. Welcome back. Well, 4 apiece here. Dane Stewart, Kenzie Christiansen. Kenzie, Skyridge, I mean, they got off to 4-1, 3 unanswered goals by Syracuse.
Yeah, I mean, that timeout was probably very necessary. Just be able to get themselves in the right headspace. Picked up by Haven.
Yeah, they have not won a draw in some while. It's allowed Syracuse to get back on it. And, it also gives Gabby Fessel a little bit to kind of settle in her shoes a little bit. We'll see if she can come up with some big saves. Is that one disrupted?
Yeah. Leah knocked it down, picked up by Syracuse.
I think the entire town of Syracuse is at Dumke Field. They're all cheering on the Titans.
Yes. Well, even I see a couple of cheerleaders that were on Davis's roster that are down here cheering on Syracuse.
Some of it's just Region 1 pride, right?
Mm-hmm. I mean, they're all family. They played together on and off the field, so yes.
We were at Davis.
Burner.
Suttlemeyer coming around and scores it. Make it 4 straight for Syracuse.
Yeah, and that is that little helicopter shot I was talking about a moment ago. I mean, I want to know exactly what Colin is saying, or Coach Gill is saying to his players, right there. The defender just had one step behind the attacker, which was Brooklyn Suttlemeyer, that was able to get, a free open goal with the goalie.
I was going to say, we were at Davis on Saturday for the quarterfinal, and there were people there who were like, yeah, Brooklyn came to our last game here at Davis. And so you talk about the familiarity of those communities, the players up there. They all know each other. They grew up playing lacrosse together on the same club teams.
Yeah.
There's a lot of familiarity there, and the reason why we see some Dart Nation here.
Exactly.
Off the draw. Ooh. Fairbanks has been great on the draw here.
Yeah, no, I think that was a good change for Syracuse.
Here's River. Do you just have River take it too right now for Skyridge?
I think, they can words. Syracuse can hold one-on-ones pretty well for themselves. So to have one player always running it in may not be to their strongest advantage. They're going to want to look for that assist like that just had there.
Again, we've got a clock issue here in the stadium. They've not started it. It's parked at 11:07. I've got it at 10:30, so not quite certain what the malfunction is. We're going to get some extra lacrosse here today.
I mean, this has surprised me so far. You know, this has been a great game. And I think, like, just knowing, you know, Skyridge had played Davis, they were probably coming in with that same mindset.
And a goal coming for Skyridge. Boy, beautiful work by Haven Buchner to get goal number 1 for her this afternoon.
Yeah, no, she took that one-on-one, just kept dodging back and forth, found that inside lane, tucked under stick, and got a great goal.
They finally started the clock at 11 minutes is where it's sitting right now. So a lot of gameplay there with untimed. And boy, if I'm Skyridge or Syracuse in particular, I'm like, guys, we can't go minutes with that clock being stopped.
Yes.
You know, it's hard enough to go 50 minutes against Skyridge, let alone 52, 55 plus. We'll see what the officials elect to do here as they're coming over to the table. We had our 5A games. They ran very smoothly, so I don't know technical issues. They're going to now let it trickle down. Again, I'd stopped it at 10:30, and then it probably went another 25, 30 seconds. So I think you could pretty easily take this to 10. I don't think they will. We'll see what they elect to do. They're going to call the coaches together. And we've seen a couple of hiccups, so I don't know if there's maybe a timing thing that they're trying to resolve. So I've been in enough press boxes. People who run scoreboards know how to run scoreboards. You know,
yeah.
I mean, like, they know how to. So there might just be some other factors here.
I think 2 great setups is seeing Suttlemeyer and Gills together. I think having, just in my mindset, those 2 as coaches together, you would have a killer team. Like, that would be an awesome setup to have those 2 coaches together.
10:58 is where they're going to put it. Off the draw, Skyridge.
One by River.
See? I did it for you.
Yep. River was able to tuck it in so she wasn't getting checked by Hamlin.
Add the whistle here. River will start it. With Parkin. Now to the middle. Here's Haven.
Haven's got it. Seeing if Malia's able to stop her.
Trying to work against Hansen.
Shot and
here come the Titans.
that's some speed. Oh yeah, just running right on past.
Kendall and Brown. Oh, to Suttlemeyer, and it was just behind her.
Hey, you know what? That happened once, that can happen again.
I think Syracuse has been able to find advantage on the run, not allowing Syracuse to set up defensively.
Yep.
Skyridge here just calming it down a little bit.
Yep, Rivers slowed down, was able to get a little bit change of speed, get ahead of her defender.
Here comes River.
I mean, Malia is back up defending against River. You know, Malia's fast, River is too. I think those 2 were smart to put against each other. Little BTB.
Right in front. Shot, goal. Scored by Brooklyn Gibson, her second of the first half.
Goal by number 4, Brooklyn Gibson.
That just shows the skill that Skyridge has. Like, that was no traditional just, you know, right hand, left hand pass. That was, I'm having my defense step in front of me just by 1 step because I'm in my right hand, swing it back, do a BTB pass over to the shooter, which was Gabby? Gibson.
Good response here from Syracuse,
Yeah.
right? Back-to-back goals, retaking the lead here in a first half battle with the Syracuse Titans. Suttlemeyer back to the draw here for Syracuse. Fairbanks
has a tip.
Suttlemeyer
Comes up
got
with
it.
I mean, perfect be a drive and dump. Drive. Oh, yep.
She was kind of hoping that defense would bite on the pump fake. Skyridge staying true.
in the sphere. Brooklyn will be getting involved. Smart by passing it out.
Fairbanks, boy, she saw the seam. Lauren, just wide. Boy, did I hit the post?
I have no idea what that hit.
Kind of came off at a hard angle, but not a lot of velocity.
Exactly. Maybe it came off like, I don't even know. Can't even give you an answer.
Pressure here. Boy stepped out.
Leah's going to be taking it.
You can kind of see the mental frustration there by Tiger Park, and Syracuse starting with it. Here's Hansen. Trying to split again. Malia. Syracuse is finding success splitting the top of that defense.
Well, yeah, I think they're just kind of words. I can't write this down. The Falcons were, I think, underestimating a little bit. They were playing defense with their sticks and not their feet, so they weren't able to body up and close off Malia, where she was able to take her strength and get through those sticks and get a goal.
Well, it felt like that defense wasn't aligned, and so that seemed to
exactly.
split it, right? You want to collapse down on that, but you actually allowed it to pinball through, and now you've got yourself in a shooting situation, and Skyridge able to capitalize.
Exactly, yep.
Man, what a battle, huh?
Yeah, it's been intense. I was not expecting it to go like this, and I'm super proud of both teams. They're both fighting hard. They've had amazing plays. Yeah, this is an awesome game.
On the draw.
Nice snatch from, is that River?
Haven.
That was Haven.
Haven.
Shooting space. That's a smart play. You know, some shooters may have just shot low, but she called the shooting space so that she has time to set up herself.
Buchner straight away here for Skyridge. Coming in, shot, kick save. How about Gabby Fessler, huh?
Yeah, no, she's been amazing tonight. She's had 2 stops by her feet. I mean, from my knowledge, I don't even think she was a soccer player, but she's stopping that ball with her feet.
Skyridge will have it. No chance here to try to respawn. River. Oh, good find.
Nice block.
Syracuse trying to take away the space.
I'll see if Gabby will be able to stop another one. Getting back, setting up.
Cameron Ludlow. Coming in, Ludlow.
Shot low.
Fessler tried to take away between the legs, but too late, and Skyridge takes the lead.
Yep. I mean, just kind of a fun fact about Gabby Fessler is she is actually the president of LIA, which is Latinos in Action for Syracuse High. Fun facts.
That's awesome.
You just never know what kind of background people have outside of lacrosse.
Yeah. Got a timeout taken here by Syracuse. In a battle, 7-6. Skyridge leading the Titans. Over 7 minutes to go here in the first half. You're watching Game Night Live Rewind's coverage of the 6A semifinal.
College wasn't built for me.
I didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Or if my kid had a fever.
Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
I want to take tests when I'm ready.
I want to take courses on my time.
And speed up when I know my stuff.
I want a university that cares about me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of you.
Welcome back. 7-6 Skyridge. Fairbanks back here for Syracuse. And River for Skyridge.
Brooklyn had that. Just had to creep out of her stick as she tried to bring it down.
Haven has it. Here comes River.
Leah's holding a good one-on-one double.
Tough bounce shot there. Backed up. No. One there by Syracuse. Skyridge thought that they had it. And the official kind of made an initial indication, then reprocessed it and said, no, Skyridge did not have it. There's Fairbanks working
Nice
up with
looks.
Hansen. River.
I think it was a butt check. Yeah. They've
Hansen.
underestimated Leah once. Are they going to do it again? Horizontal.
Right now, I feel like Syracuse taking every opportunity they can to just get it in front of the net. Whistles, that sort of a thing, right? Don't overthink it.
Yep. I mean, something.
Maria ties it up.
No, that was beautiful. I think she has 100% right now with her goals.
She might. She has 4 goals.
Yeah.
I mean, she is 32 on the year coming in. She's got 4 tonight.
Well, something that you see with some of the quote-unquote higher players, like we saw with Park City, we're seeing here with Skyridge, they're doing a lot of horizontals, and that's allowed in college and college play. And as some of these girls are going to be advancing to college here in just a couple weeks, but they got to realize you cannot have your stick horizontal. It's a safety call. That's what's getting some of these free position shots and some of this possession over to Syracuse is, you got to realize the rules for the level you're playing at.
Yeah, I don't say this to blame the officials, but
Yeah.
I think that Syracuse has taken advantage
Oh,
of those situations a lot more than Skyridge has in this first half. And that's not the officials' fault.
no.
It's play a style, and
Mm-hmm.
officials have to officiate the rules.
Exactly.
Here comes River.
Malia was able to keep her out, pushing her back.
She'll send out. Cooper coming around. The bounce shot and the goal.
Yeah, the Falcons were just able to see that on that little pick. The defender just got one step behind and was playing defense with her stick. You can push through a stick. You can't push through a player, right? So that's exactly what she did. She just kept pushing through that stick and was able to get a great shot off.
It was like Skyridge really trying to attack the feet of Fessler. We've seen a couple times go 5-hole and kind of late closes on that area. Again, it's hard.
Yeah.
Hard to get that stick all the way down. You have so much net to cover.
I mean, the net is, 6 by 6, I
Yeah.
think? Yeah, it's a lot of space. Nice
Captured.
pickup by Haven.
Yep. Buchner.
Something I talked about a minute ago was that Syracuse does hang low.
A shot and a goal. We talk about going low. Haven's like, no, I'll paint the crossbar.
Yeah, that was awesome. But what I was saying for just a second there was that Syracuse has been playing a little smart, has had a defender stay back, and was able to help slow down that drive. But Haven was able to find her lane and get a great top shelf goal.
Not the first time that we've seen Skyridge go draw to goal in a matter of seconds.
Yes. And I don't think that'll be the last time we'll see it.
Yeah, it's the explosiveness of what this offense has.
Yeah, yep. Super fast, super fluent with their stick skills.
9-7. Hansen trying to gather. And instead it's Haven. Here's River. Had that step through the defense. The shot and the goal. 3 straight goals here for Skyridge.
I mean, yeah, that's Rivers, I think, second goal? How many goals? Third goal. And, I mean, this is just showing that she has earned the place to go D1 to Richmond this next year.
It's going to be a Spider.
Yep.
They're the Richmond
Yep,
Spiders.
yes.
Yeah. And even that, I mean, she goes through, what, 3-4 Syracuse defenders, most of them within 12 meters. I mean,
She's smart with her body, with her stick, with her shot placement. You know, that takes tons of time, but just time on the field and off the field to have that type of skill.
River off the draw to Haven. The Buchner sisters have taken control this last minute and a half.
I think it was in the sphere, pulling back to the 12.
Haven. Hands it off. River, the goal. No, that was Brooklyn Gibson, the goal.
Brooklyn Gibson with the goal, assisted by number 14. Haven
I think Skyridge has found their footing here. I know they got connected. I think, like I said, they stepped into this thinking that they were playing a game like they played with Davis, where they had a very dominating game. They stepped in, I think, a little bit underestimating, you know, that Syracuse is a good team, and they've just been elevating their level of play throughout this game.
How hard is it when you get on a run where the opposing team is winning draw after draw after? Like, how do you try to change that up to disrupt that?
I mean, you can put someone else on draw. By putting someone else on draw, it kind of changes the fundamentals of how the other player may be taking the draw. So, I mean, that's one option.
Guess
Nice
what?
takeaway. Is that by Haven? I think so. Oh,
Haven in front, and that
Nice
rattled
save.
off the cross or off the post. River on it. River will start it. Looking for an assist there. Couple cutters there for Skyridge. River. Should take from 8 meters.
I'm not exactly sure what they called, because I did see a slow whistle, which is a yellow flag, but then I also saw a shooting space, so
Take your
could
pick.
be both. Yeah,
Yeah.
can be both.
Little hesitation.
Nice.
River. Defense able to get this out.
Yeah, shutting down the River for a split second. That's a prideful moment.
Haven with it here. 3 minutes to go in this opening half. 4-goal Skyridge spurt here. Take their biggest lead of the game. Coming around. And the goal scored by Haven. Self-created.
Yeah, she was able to watch that defender cross in front of goal to be able to trace her to the other side. Well, she decided, oh, she's not following me back.
So
The crease got it in the back of the net.
there's one goal I don't have track of for Skyridge, so give me a little bit of leniency with this.
Okay.
Brooklyn Gibson, Haven Buchner, and River Buchner, all with 3 goals apiece for Skyridge.
That sounds right. I think that sounds right.
Yeah. Kaylee Cooper has 2. I don't know where the 12th goal is. I missed it. But
Not sure.
a lot of scoring going on by the key pieces for Skyridge here in this first half. Back with Fairbanks here for Syracuse. I don't think Skyridge is going to change this Buchner piece.
I don't think so either.
Why
Won by
would
River.
you? River with the win.
Little trip, but she sustained it.
I mean, the draws these last 10 minutes, I don't know that Syracuse has had one.
They sure haven't. Oh. I think where Syracuse started really high and tight defense, we're starting to loosen up a little bit and kind of fall back to the top of the 12. Possibly too much space for some of
Yeah,
these
look at all that
attackers.
space.
Yeah.
See
Yep,
Hansen
Holzer,
coming
yep.
down. Cooper.
I think she's at a goal too, yeah.
Well, that was her third.
Yes. what is that? 4 girls with 3 hat tricks? 4
Yeah.
girls in
4 girls with each with a hat trick.
Yes, exactly what it's trying to say. And we got 2 minutes.
It was 7-7.
Yeah, we were tied.
And it feels like Skyridge's been like, nope.
Nope, we are taking this. But I mean, there is so much time. We got 2
I don't know if
minutes
you know
and
this,
another
but
half.
we're the number 1 ranked team.
Just so you know.
Just FYI.
Yeah. And I mean, they're showing it here, like with the 2 top sisters, the Buchaners. They're taking control of the draw.
This is one of the more impressive runs at draw that I've seen just in the couple weeks we've covered here back half of the season.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you might as well just give it to them, right?
Yeah,
Why
they're
even
just
have the
getting
draw?
it right in front of them, stepping forward, getting that high
2 minutes
catch,
remaining.
and taking off.
2 minutes left here in this first half.
Leah's slowing her down a little bit, helping with that double team.
A River running through it. And the stoppage there for high check. I was really hoping she scored. That was going to be a good call. River runs through it and everything. But
Well, she's getting slowed down.
we'll get another opportunity.
Oh, yeah. Good possession shot. Looks like she's going to rip it. Gabrielle's ready.
Shot.
And
That
block.
one kept out.
I mean, that had so much speed. Gabby
Yeah.
ended out on her back.
Low move. Maddox.
That's what it looks like to put your heart and soul into the game. Right here where you got, Skyridge stacked in front of you, smartest thing to do is to be able to get a fast pass off. Looks exactly what she's doing up to Fairbanks.
Here's Fairbanks. Boy, been a while since Syracuse has had it. Lauren. Coming up. Right in front. Ah, how about that save?
That was beautiful. Tracing the girl all the way across.
Eliza White stymies the Syracuse attack.
I think those 2 moments just showed that, Syracuse can compete. They started to get away for a second, but they're able to pick it right back up and get turnovers.
Boy, Parkin just lost that. Would have had a great opportunity. Fairbanks trying to get on that.
Cover.
Final 30. Up ahead. Lomu coming around.
I think what you see a little bit different between, Olympus's game and defense and Syracuse's is Olympus would follow girls behind goal where Syracuse follows in front. Just different types of defense, and they work at different times within the game.
Final 10 seconds of the first half. Parkin. Whistle here. Stop it with 5 seconds left.
Let's see who ends this half with a win. If it's gonna be Gabby or if it's gonna be Skyridge. And it looks like Gabby got the block. 2 seconds left.
Skyridge will have one more chance.
One more chance in 2 seconds.
Here's Parkin. 2 seconds left. Coming in and scores it at the horn. 14-7. Skyridge ends the half on a 7-0 run in the 6A semifinal. You're watching it live on KSLSports.com.
Number 10.
Halftime. We'll be back. Welcome back, Westminster College, 6A semifinal, our first of the day. Skyridge leading Syracuse 14-7 at the half. It was tied at 7 apiece for the Skyridge run. Dane Stewart, Kenzie Christiansen with you. Kenzie, last 5 minutes, great for Skyridge, not good for Syracuse.
Yeah, they lost some gas.
How do you try to get things going again for the Titans?
I think it's all behind the attitude and drive. I know they want it, but how are they going to have the attitude behind each move they make? make sure it's not out of frustration, but out of skill and just play.
We'll switch ends of the field. There's wind here, kind of left to right on your screen. So now Syracuse going into that. Skyridge going into that. Man, told you, it happens. Talk about the pathways for these two teams. Skyridge played AF in the second round, beat them 17-1, 15-4 over West Jordan in the quarters. Most goals they've given up in the playoffs here in that first half. Meanwhile, for Syracuse, they've had a couple close games. 13-10 over Harriman, 9-5 over Davis. Certainly have work to do to get back in this one against the top-seeded Skyridge Falcons.
I mean, it's way too early to be doing any type of keep away. So if this is like a schedule, yep.
Well, backdoor pass and a goal. Haven with the goal for Skyridge. The lead is now 8.
Something I need to correct myself on. It's Haven that's going to Richmond. River's actually going to D3 school because she chose her future career over lacrosse. But she's still playing.
Priorities.
Yeah, no, she's super smart. And like I was saying a moment ago, she is a computer hacker is what I was told by her coach. So she wants to go into, I believe, coding. So that was where she decided to take her path.
Good for her. Not the hacking, the career.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Yes.
Recognizing much you love the game, sometimes the game can only take you so far.
Exactly. Right? And Haven's heart is all in, and so she's ready to go to Richmond.
Love it. Great opportunities for both of them. They've both had they're both responsible for how the first 26 plus minutes have gone. Off of this draw.
That was smart. Draw by River, realizing she had an open player, just snapped it back over to her.
Gibson with it. Playing near side with Cooper. It really feels like 4 Skyridge players have had the majority of the touches today.
Yeah. I mean, it's been passed around. Everybody's had, like, at least possession of it, but, like, there's been really 4 key players to this game.
This is one of them. River with it now. Giving with Haven. Haven.
So as a check in the sphere, as we might have saw, she's going to be pulling it out to the 12. Fairbanks will be moving 4 behind. Pass over to sister.
River. Brown trying to defend there. Brown able to recover a couple times here against River. She'll toss it back there with Cooper. Disrupted. The whistle there.
Oh, I did not even hear the whistle.
I didn't either.
I just was like, oh, you guys are going really slow to pick
I
up
saw
that
players
ball.
stop, and I was like, well,
gotta be a whistle.
here's Parkin. Coming in, and the goal.
Sinked it back. Abby's had some really good stuff down with her feet area. But these last handful of goals have been sunk right there by her feet. I think it's just like realizing, that's where their repetition's been, is low by her feet, and just being able to take the accurate steps, literally, to get that goal blocked.
Pushes it to a 9-goal difference. One of the things that has been evident today, and I think in other games we've seen, if there's a coach who's more positive on his bench than Coach Adam Suttlemeyer, I think I'd like to meet him, right?
Yes.
Like that guy.
He is a phenomenal human being.
The way he interacts. I mean, we were even at Davis, and there was a coaching meeting, and I have no idea the content of the conversation, but he came back, even to his parents, stay positive, right? And just that message, the way he relates to his players, is Haven here with another goal for Skyridge to push it to 10.
Off that left hip of the goalie of Gabby.
Yep. Just the way that Coach Suttlemeyer, I mean, again, I think, Brooklyn been injured, playing through that. We talk about Ryland not having her today. Those are 2 of your main cogs and still having them ready to go in a semifinal and battling the way they did for the first 20 minutes of the half. And
Yes.
even now he's on the sideline, let's go. And I mean, he's just extremely positive. Love to see those kinds of mentors and adults kind of helping coach the game and life lessons to high school sports.
I think that's exactly how the team was able to get here, is just a great coach that's super positive. You know, a positive coach, I feel like, can go a long way compared to a coach that's just super militant, maybe is the right word to say there.
We are in a running clock scenario. Draw.
Nice little self-draw.
I mean, it just continues to be an area dominated by Skyridge for the last 15 minutes. And I don't mean dominant like 90-10. I mean like 100-0.
Nice.
Saved by Fessler.
Yes. Beautiful save by Fessler. She finally got one of those low shots blocked. Hopefully it will build up her confidence for any future goals there.
And trying to get an outlet up quickly. It's turned over. Dylan Layton with it. Dylan still on it, cutting through the defense. The reverse shot and the goal. Might be the first goal of the year for Dylan Layton. And based on the celebration, which I love, that may very well be the case.
I think there's something like I watched specifically within that play with that player. She was doing tuck dodges where you take the stick, you're cradling high, you tuck it down to your like non-dominant side away from your defender, pulling right back up into your dominant side and having that strength and control. And that's how she was able to get, as you said, that backside shot, is that she was able to contain that dodge.
Back to the draw.
Nice
Brooklyn.
snatch. And pass over to Brookie. Strong
Now with
pass.
Fairbanks. Lauren pushing ahead here. Comes over for Jelston.
Oh, picked up by Brookie.
Boy, how about that closing speed? There's a whistle here. Skyridge possession. Had to get gear put back on, which is why we had the stoppage there. In play with the Falcons. Here comes Thompson.
Nice check by Fairbanks. Picked up by Malia.
Hanson looking ahead. Sotomayor. You know, we talked about the start from Malia Hanson. Remember, she had 4 goals in, the first 10 minutes or so? Hasn't scored since. We talk about, do you have the endurance, stamina to stay with that? And I'm not saying she didn't. It's just Skyridge is taking control. But
yeah, they had the control. Skyridge just had the control of the draw, not giving, nice shot. That was beautiful. But Skyridge has won a lot of the draws in this game, so it's just not giving Hamlin more opportunity to make the goals.
How about that little no-looker from Sotomayor, huh?
Yeah, that was a great little Twizzler shot.
And it was started by Hanson. Right? Yeah. She comes up with a ground ball, initiates the run.
She gets it all the way down. Exactly. What I think is super smart that Brooklyn did was that she was driving forward. She rolled back, got her stick into a position that she was guarding it with her body for that Twizzler, twisted it around, and sunk it in the back of the net.
I think that's one of the other items we should mention. We talk about in the 5A semis, it's got to start at the draw or on the defense. And both those elements were just completely taken away by Skyridge. And so I don't mean that to be critical of any player of Syracuse. It's just Skyridge has just been that dominant for the last 20 minutes.
Exactly. Fairbanks picked it up.
Draw for Syracuse. Sotomayor.
Brooklyn's going to take care of this ball until she knows it's going to a trusted teammate.
Still has it. And that captured. Yeah,
I think it's a crease violation, yes. A crease
Give it
violation.
away. Fairbanks. Lauren coming through. Oh, that shot just missed.
Brooklyn's picking it up. Looks like she may have got her hand checked on that shot, but she's shaking it off. Or Brooklyn's getting ready down on X.
Suttlemeyer.
Roll back, got
Oh,
the
good
inside
work.
lane. And got another goal for Brooklyn.
White had it.
Yeah,
Deflected it.
right
Soft
off
bounce.
Yes, exactly. Right off the tip of the stick. Just enough power to be able to just get right on over, rainbow in.
How about Hanson now getting ready to take the draw here for Syracuse?
Yeah, I mean, Brooklyn's has a few good takeaways here on draw. Putting Hanson up, switching it up a little bit, hopefully continuing to, get some pickups off draw. Slow down the Buchner sisters.
Near side, Fairbanks trying to shield it.
Going to Syracuse. Nice pass over to Malia.
There's Hanson.
She's fast and she ain't letting nothing stop her.
She's taking care of this. Boy, just wide. Do we have a...
I don't know
Crease
what the
violation?
call is, but the ref did point to, must have been a crease violation because the ref pointed for the ball to go to White.
Yeah, they're having White put this in play. Suttlemeyer called there. Here's Ludlow. Back on it. Ludlow through a trio.
Open lane.
Make a defensive switch here. Brown coming over. River. Haven, bunch of stick movement there.
Dodging. Skyridge is going to play it safe and make smart moves.
River. Look at Suttlemeyer trailer from behind, trying to help as much as she can.
Yeah, she was trying to wait for River to drop back her stick just a little bit, get a check off, hopefully get a turnover.
It's not River's first rodeo.
No. And doesn't look like it might not be her last either.
Right. Possession here draining a lot of clock. River.
There are a couple open players here on the west side of the field. Grace roll. Getting stopped.
River still with it here.
Passing it on.
Yep, Gibson. Gibson looking for a shot.
And where's
Did
that?
it? Oh boy, I lost track of it.
I think it rolled off her
Just
tail
inside
and
the
in.
line.
I can't wait to watch that one in slow motion because I don't know how it creeped in.
I don't think Syracuse is going to want to watch that in slow motion.
No, thank you.
It's a tough one. Even Fessler thought she had it. She didn't know quite where it was. And
I think she blocked it, and
Yeah.
then it just had rolled off her heel or off her foot or whatever, and just got across that line.
even the reaction on the field was a little delayed.
Yeah, because no one really knew what was gonna happen.
Yeah. Face off or draw. Man.
Picked up by Haven.
Haven.
Like talking with Coach Gill, something that he says quite often is he can't take credit for his players' talent because that is all them. They work so hard on and off the field that he is just amazed by how hardworking and driven his team is, and he has so much pride and love for those girls. They're playing beautifully out here. A lot of great stick skills, a lot of good defensive dodges, clean off the draw. He's a very well-rounded team that he's helped guide into where they're at now.
Skyridge looking to advance to the 6A championship game on Thursday. Of course, we got one more 6A semi coming up for you later this evening. Lone Peak and Mountain Ridge. We'll have that for you right here as well. The winner of this to play the winner of that for a state championship. 8-meter start here for Skyridge. Gibson gets the shot away in the goal.
Is that Gibson's 4th goal of the game?
I believe so.
Very nice.
So we've got unofficially 2 with 4, 2 with 3, and more.
Excellent.
This game was 7 apiece before Skyridge really turned on the afterburners.
I think Syracuse has got a little gassed out, and Skyridge is just elevated through this whole game and kept progressing.
Lone Peak is here.
Brooklyn has picked it up.
Suttlemeyer here, up with Hanson. Malia working through the defense. The shot on the goal. And to your point, Kenzie, I mean, Syracuse has shown they can compete with them. It's just been
Matter of the draw handle.
the consistency of it, right?
Yeah.
When Skyridge is just answering blow after blow after blow, like what response you have to get out of it, and they just got stuck there for 12 minutes, and they just couldn't get possession or anything going, and that's really been the difference. Outside that time, it's been a back-and-forth battle.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Syracuse came in here and was learning and loving from the experience of even getting to where they're at. Their goal this year was to get to the top best 8, and that's what I believe they've done. And to be where they're at now, they're just going to join the trip and doing the best they can.
And just going back to that, Coach Suttlemeyer, after that Davis game, he was like, look, that's a program-defining win for us, right?
Mm-hmm.
We talk about building a program, and to get a win at Davis in the playoffs, that's a defining moment as he continues to try to build this program. And to your point, like the fact they made it to a semifinal, they got the win over Davis in the quarters, like there's a lot of good things you can take away. It doesn't help this senior class to feel better, right? But in building a program, laying that foundation, setting that expectation, knowing you can do it, overcome that hump, attain that mountain, like there's something you can take away from that.
Well, less than I think 3 years ago, there was no program. It was Brooklyn going into Syracuse, not knowing who's played before, who wants to play, and Brooklyn's dad stepped up at him and helped her out to make him, make Brooklyn's dreams come true of having a Syracuse team, and to get them to this point, I think was just surpassed their thoughts.
Cooper. Still with it, coming around the goal, scored for Kaylee Cooper.
Fun fact there about Cooper is she is ranked #1 complainer on her team. But on a brighter note, she is a first-team all-region athlete.
Did you say the #1 complainer?
Complainer, yes. The team has said that she is a #1 complainer. Not coming from me. I was told secondhand.
That's okay.
I think she has to own up to it. For it to get all the way to me, through written, she must know a little bit about it.
Timeout. We'll step aside. Take it with them. You're watching the 6A semifinal. Welcome back. 21-10, Skyridge leading Syracuse. Going to advance to the 6A championship. Given that last note, while there's a new number one complainer sitting on the broadcast. We were talking over the timeout. We won't get into details on that.
Nice pickup by Brooklyn.
Here
Over
comes
to
Syracuse. There's Fairbanks with the shot just wide. I want to clarify that. We had the comment coming from one of the coaching staffs. That's not, from us at all. But we were joking about that afterwards, and tell you, the life of a 25-year-old and the life of a 40-year-old, it gets rough, Kenzie. It's rough.
It's hard.
Yeah. So back in play here with Skyridge. Looking this up.
I mean, a little bit of a scrum, not knowing which way it picks it up. Fairbanks picks it up.
Has it. Coach Suttlemeyer trying to call out a play here for Lauren. So we approach 6 minutes left. She'll toss it to Brooklyn. Brooklyn unofficial with 120 goals now on the season. Had 115 last year as a junior. She's the state's all-time scoring record holder.
And she's a student body officer for Syracuse High.
That's fantastic. So she's got the
she's got the brains.
she's got the sweater and the jacket.
Exactly.
Yeah. And she's played much of the year at not 100%, which makes that all the more amazing. As that low shot be tracked down by Skyridge. Pretty incredible the year that she's put together.
Pick back up by Syracuse.
This is Jostin with it. Alexa. Working in front. Hamblin! And that either hit the pipe or hit the helmet again.
Yeah.
I think it did. It go off the helmet of White. She's had a couple of those today.
Mm-hmm. Across the body. Hanging hash. Who is it that has it?
This will be
Mendoza?
Killian.
Killian?
Yeah, Cassandra with it.
Perfect. Yep.
Looking in
Another
front.
Brooklyn.
Suttlemeyer. Another one. It goes off the helmet. That's been White's best friend today.
Thank the heavens that woman wears a helmet.
They
right?
say the pipes are goalie's best friends. Not for Eliza.
No,
it's
her
the noggin.
Yep.
Yeah. Here comes Skyridge with it. Haven.
Yep.
Hazen's my accountant's name, so there's a free shout out. 4 minutes to go here.
Over to Avery. Or is that Tiger?
Yeah, it was Tiger. Now Gibson with it. Skyridge working it around. So this game kind of in the books. Kenzie, I know we've got Mountain Ridge Lone Peak coming up. Any thought on that matchup?
You know, I don't. And that's the only reason I say that. Like, I have not personally seen both teams play. I've always heard and seen things secondhand. So to see these guys live for myself this season out on the field, I've heard great things about both teams. So it will be super fun to see what these two will be able to bring to the field. I'm excited to see.
Obviously, Skyridge in the same region as Lone Peak. Played them twice, beat them 17-9 and 13-11. So obviously some familiarity there. Skyridge probably wouldn't mind seeing them. They played Mountain Ridge early in the year, defeated the Sentinels 12-9. So have had some close battles with each of those programs as well. This one captured at X, coming around. Flag up.
So we taking the second inside?
This will be Sheridan Brimhall. for Skyridge. Coming in, and Fessler has it.
It's a little too wide. It will be taken back by Skyridge onto the field.
6 seniors on this roster for Syracuse, whose careers coming to an end this afternoon. Most of them on the field right now. That does include Brooklyn Settlemeyer and Gabby Fessler.
2 minutes remaining.
Key contributors. Nice step through by Haven.
Right above the goalie's head. You know, some goalies would say that the hardest spot to sometimes defend is that, you know, a few inches that are above their heads.
Unless your name's Eliza White, then you're looking for it around the helmet, right?
Exactly,
We're going
exactly.
to use that thing, yeah.
Just playing like a bobblehead over there.
I've heard that as well, and it's what, to me, has made those saves by White all the more incredible, is because
Just move in front.
I would have the natural inclination to flinch, right? To move the head, like something's coming at me, I'm moving it, right? That's what I would do.
Oh,
That's why I'm not a goalie.
I praise goalies because I could never step. Okay, I wouldn't say never, but I would not like to step into goal and put into their shoes with that pressure and putting my body in front of those like hard shots.
You and me both. Another draw. This one captured by Fairbanks. Looking ahead for Hansen. We had just lost
Picked
that.
up by River, dropped. Picked back up by Malia.
Oh, Hansen the step through. Malia looking for another. She'll peel around. Final minute.
Oh.
This game was tied at 7 in the first half. It's been a 15-3 Skyridge run over the final 30-35 minutes. Here's Settlemeyer trying to get 121 here late to close out her senior year. Coming around, she gets it. 5th goal in this semifinal for Brooklyn Settlemeyer.
I mean, that clock is counting down. It looks like Brooklyn's gotten the final goal for the night. And that's one great way to end a high school career, was having that last goal.
A storied career. Nothing to hang your hat about if you're Syracuse. A great run, a great season. But today it was Skyridge 22-11, the victors. Kenzie, your final thoughts on the player of the game?
No, I think overall Syracuse put their whole heart and soul out on that field. Like I was told by Coach Settlemeyer, is that they came out here for the experience and to fight as hard as they can and just to enjoy where they came from. So they did an amazing job. Skyridge defended their #1 place and did very well with that. You know, they kind of had a back and forth startup, but ultimately they did pull through. I would give Gibson for Skyridge my MVP for the game. I think she played amazingly. Great little senior.
Congratulations to Skyridge. They advanced to the 6A championship and a fantastic run by Syracuse. A lot to be proud of for Brooklyn Settlemeyer and the Titans. For Tino Psyche, Kenzie Christiansen, my name is Dane Stewart. Thanks for joining us. And we'll have the other 6A semi live from Dumke Field at 6.